children, welcome back to our economics class. We were discussing the chapter 4, poverty in India. In the previous class, we understood what is poverty, different types of poverty and also poverty line. Today we are going to discuss about the number of poor in India and also causes of poverty. So first let us start with the topic, the number of poor in India. Okay. So there are various tools for measuring the number of poor. There are head count ratio, poverty gap ratio, squared poverty gap ratio and also cent ratio. The most important tool is head count ratio. What is head count ratio? It is the percentage of people living below the poverty line. That means when the number of poor is estimated as the proportion of people below the poverty line is known as head count ratio. It is an important tool for counting the poor in India. So let us understand the trends in poverty in India. So the official data on poverty is made available to the public by Planning Commission. Now Planning Commission is restructured as Niti Aayog. Then it is estimated on the basis of consumption expenditure data collected by National Sample Survey Organization, that is NSSO. Okay. So let us examine a chart. So in this chart reveals the trends in poverty in India from 1973 to 2000. So this figure shows that in 1973-74, 330 million people were below the poverty line. That means 55% was below poverty line. From among this 55%, 80% in rural area. Then 2011-12, 270 million people were below poverty line. That means poverty has fallen to 20% from 55%. Then again the rural poverty level is 80%. So the rural poverty has not changed. More than 3/4 of the poor in India still reside in village. Let us examine another chart. Here this chart shows the population below poverty line in some large states from 1973 to 2012. This figure shows the state level trends in poverty. There are two horizontal lines that indicate the national level poverty. Topmost line indicate the national level poverty in 1973-74, that is 55%, and the bottommost horizontal line indicates national poverty level in 2011-12. Then the left side bars indicate the data on 1973-74. Then right side bar shows the poverty in 2011-2012 in respective states. In 73-74, poverty level of most states was very higher than the national level. So the states includes Tamil Nadu, Odisha, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Bihar. Here the poverty level was higher than the national level of 55%. Then in 2011-12, the status of poverty in some states are very higher than national poverty level. So the states are Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Bihar, etc. So we can say that in West Bengal and also in Tamil Nadu, the level of poverty is reduced more from previous years. So the proportion of poor in India during 1973 to 2012 has come down from 55% to 22%. So this figure also reveals that 6 states, that means Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Orissa contained a large number of poor in 1973-74. Then during 1973 to 2012, many Indian states reduced the poverty level to a considerable level. Okay. Yet the poverty level in 4 states, that is in Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and UP, Uttar Pradesh, here are still the poverty level are still far above the national poverty line. Then West Bengal and Tamil Nadu reduced the poverty much better than the other states. Then we are moving to the causes of poverty. First one, low capital formation. Low production capacity leads to low capital formation, hence poverty increase. Second one, lack of infrastructure. There are 2 types of infrastructure, economic and social infrastructure. Economic infrastructure refers to environment of economic change. For example, power, transport and communication, etc. Social infrastructure includes core element of social change. For example, education system and also health system. Then third one, lack of demand. If there is decrease in demand, production also decreases. If production decreases, employment also decreases. Then if employment decreases, income will also decrease. So, lack of demand will lead to poverty. Then the fourth one, pressure of population. Heavy pressure of population leads to unemployment and poverty. Then the fifth one, lack of social welfare nets. That means most of the time welfare programs initiated by government does not reach to really needy people. Then the sixth one, inflation. So what is inflation? The situation in which the general price level increase. So which makes even harder for poor people to afford basic needs. Then the seventh one, low rate of economic development. It means low growth rate of per capita income. Then the eighth one, low education. Education provides skilled labor. Skilled laborers are demanded more. So low education is an important cause of poverty. Then the ninth one, social factors like caste system, social exclusiveness, unequal distribution of wealth, which does not allow the poor people to come out the poverty. So for example, most members of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are not able to participate in the merging employment opportunities in different sectors of the urban and rural economy, as they do not have the necessary knowledge and skill to do so. So it is the important factors of poverty. Then our colonial past. During our colonial period, Indian markets were flooded with British goods. Indians were forced to buy that British goods at whatever prices. It ruined our Indian domestic producers and also common people. So it is another factor of poverty. Then corruption. Next one is the corruption. So there are many middlemen in between production and consumption. So this corruption also leads to poverty. Because of this reason, the poverty is a challenging factor in front of Indian economy. Why? We have discussed that there are 2 types of poor, rural poor and urban poor. A large section of the rural poor in India are the small farmers. The land that they have is in general less fertile and dependent on rains. So their survival depends on subsistence crops and sometime on livestock. Then also large section of urban poor in India are largely the outflow of rural poor who migrate to urban areas in search of employment. So poverty is therefore also closely related to nature of employment. Unemployment or underemployment and the casual and intermediate nature of work in both rural and urban area that compels indebtedness, in turn reinforcement poverty. So indebtedness is one of the significant factor of poverty. All this has created two distinct groups in society. They are poor and rich. So those who possess the means of production and earn good income, and those who have only their labor to trade for survival. That means the rich means those who possess the means of production, and poor means those who have only their labor to trade for survival. Then over the years, the gap between the rich and poor in India has widened. Poverty is a multi-dimensional challenge for India that needs to be addressed on a war footing. So this was about today's section. Today we have discussed about the number of poor in India and also the causes of poverty in India. So children, as usual, watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes and study it well. So see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.